of your mat. Feet can be hip distance. Actually, yes, keep your feet hip distance. And you're going to come to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. You're going to tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Kind of draw your belly button in towards your spine. Let your arms hang down by your sides. Let your shoulders be soft and down away from your ears. Chin is parallel to the earth. And lengthen through your spine. Close your eyes down if you have not done so already. And as you're here, just keeping a soft bend in your knees. You don't want to lock your knees. You want them to be kind of soft. And just taking a moment to get nice and quiet and still here. And just check in. Check in with what's going on in your mind, body, spirit, and aura. Just notice, just observe what you are bringing with you to your mat this evening. Just breathing into what you notice. And so shifting your attention, if you have not done so already, to the rhythm of your breath. Shifting your attention there is a really great way to come into the here and now, come into the present moment. So we're leaving all of the previous events of the day in the background. And we are also gently sweeping away the mental checklist of the upcoming events of the evening or even into tomorrow morning. Bringing your attention to the here and the now. And so our theme for this week's practice is releasing stagnation. And so as we move throughout our practice this evening, we have the capability to release the stagnant energy that no longer serves. And bringing your palms now to touch at heart center. Relaxing your shoulders down your back. Bring your chin, draw your chin down gently towards your chest. And just for a brief moment, come up with an intention for your class. So it can be a positive word or phrase. So that's the only real guideline, is it needs to be positive if you can help it. And set this intention. Maybe it revolves around the theme. So maybe there is a place of stagnation in your life that you need to soften and allow to release. And perhaps it's something else. So love, peace, high vibration, any of those sorts of things are great intentions for your class. And as you come up with this intention, just take some breaths into it to seal it in. And keeping your palms pressed at heart center, just Wiggle your feet out just a hair wider than hip distance, keeping the soft bend in the knees. Perhaps your eyes are open now, perhaps they're still closed. And you're just going to begin to rock gently from side to side here. And as you are rocking, perhaps you let your upper body also get into it. So letting your shoulders kind of sway from side to side. And then perhaps you let the movement travel up to your head and let your head tilt also from side to side. So we're just beginning to softly warm up our bodies with a nice little loose sway here. And you can keep your palms pressed at heart center right where they are, or you can release them, let your arms fall down, and just kind of let your arms also sway from side to side. Nice, loose, flowy movements, almost like you're coming into some sort of a dance here. And then perhaps you begin to shake your hands. So that's optional. You do not have to do that. Perhaps you begin to shake your hands. So we're working on releasing some stagnant energy here. And then perhaps you begin to let your arms just kind of float from side to side. So perhaps your movements are a little deeper now. Keep in mind, this is optional. You do not have to move in this way. You can go back to the slow sway if you like. And all the while breathing deep. So just moving intuitively. We were discussing before we started class. Listen to the intuition of your body and your aura. Anything that feels good to release stagnant. And as you are ready, you're going to gently and slowly bring your movements back towards a still position. Squiggle your feet back into hip distance. Next inhale, we're going to rise our arms up towards the sky. We're going to look up. As we exhale, we forcefully bring our elbows down towards our shoulders. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, float your fingertips up high, soft bend in the knees. Exhale, we're going to pretend we're painting a wall in front of us with our fingertips. Hinge at the hips, and then we come down into a forward fold. Nose towards the knees. Next inhale, rise up to a flat back. Bring your right fingertips in between your feet. Your feet are still hip distance. Exhale to stay. Inhale, we're going to extend the left fingertips up towards the sky. Heart peels open to the left. Bring a slight bend into your right knee here, so that gives your body space to be able to twist. Exhale to stay. Inhale, reach higher through the left fingertips. And then exhale, release, back to center, and we switch sides. So left fingertips on the inside or in between your feet. Inhale, peel your heart open to the right, bend slightly into the left knee here. Right fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale to stay. Take a deep breath into the nose. And exhale, we release down. Let your arms and head hang heavy. Chin in towards the chest, keeping that bend in the knees. Next, inhale, press through the four corners of the feet. We're going to come up through our zombie raise. So keeping your head and arms heavy. And then exhale, we meet back in our Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do those little arm raises once again. Inhale, fingertips up towards the sky. Shoulders are soft, tailbone tucked forward and up. Exhale, elbows to shoulders. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, elbows to shoulders. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, elbows to shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale down. Inhale, fingertips back up. Exhale. Slight bend in the knees, and we paint the wall in front of us, the invisible wall, with our fingertips, and we meet in our forward fold position. Next inhale, we rise up to a flat back, left fingertips in between the feet. Exhale to stay. Inhale, peel the heart open to the right, bend into the left knee, fingertips up high. And then exhale, back down. Inhale, switch sides. Right fingertips in between the feet, left fingertips up towards the sky, bending into the right knee. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, we release back down, nose towards the knees to fold. Inhale, pressing into the four corners of the feet once again, chin in towards the chest, arms and head heavy. And then exhale, we meet in our Tadasana, mountain pose. Last time for those little movements. Inhale, fingertips up, tailbone up towards the belly button, shoulders are soft. Exhale, elbows drop. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down to release stagnation. Last one. Inhale, fingertips up high. Exhale, elbows lower. Inhale, fingertips up, soft bend in the knees. Exhale, float the fingertips down and nose towards the knees for your Uttanasana forward fold. So we're going to be in this forward fold for a few breaths. Perhaps you bring opposite hands to opposite elbows for your ragdoll stance. Letting your head and upper body be like a pendulum. And perhaps you find movement in that way, floating from side to side. Perhaps you stay still, letting gravity take full control. Wherever you are in the posture, breathe deep. Take a full expansive inhale in through the nose. And then exhale, navel to spine. Coming back to center, back to stillness. If you are moving, releasing your fingertips down. So let your head and arms hang heavy. Chin in towards the chest here. Inhale, coming up into our zombie raise once again. And then exhale, we meet in our Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, even though there's rain, we're going to do some sun salutations. Inhale, extend your fingertips forward and up towards the sky. Tuck the tailbone up, shoulders are soft once again. Exhale, hinge at the hips this time and swan dive down. Come into your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We're going to rise up to a flat back. Shoulders are down the back. Exhale, we're going to plant our fingertips and step the right toes back, dropping the right knee down to the earth. Karen, I didn't mention to you, you might want to block. I always recommend blocks. Of course, we know when we have that back knee down, we can always, if we're having knee stuff going on, we can always pad with a blanket under that back knee. So you may want to grab a blanket as well. Totally up to you. This is your practice. Inhale to extend your fingertips up towards the sky. Let your torso stack over your hips. So you're backing your torso up. Your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. And then exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So let your right fingertips float forward and your left fingertips float back. So twists are a really great way to release stagnation. So we've got quite a few twists in this sequence. Take a full breath in, stretch through your fingertips. Breath out, you're going to draw your left hand towards your right one. Let your left fingertips float over your right arm. And then exhale, back to your twist. So 2 more like that. Inhale, 2, float the left fingertips forward. Exhale, we come back to our twist. Last one, inhale, float the left fingertips forward. Exhale, back to your twist. Take a full breath in, stretch once again through your fingertips. Breath out, left fingertips meet right calf, and right fingertips are over right ear. Take a full breath in here. Breath out, cartwheel your arms down and around. Fingertips frame the front foot. Breath in, straighten your back leg. So we're in a low runner's lunge. Tops of the shoulder heads are down and away from the ears. Maybe you even get light in your fingers. Maybe not. Exhale to plant your palms and step your left big toe to meet your right one into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, pressing firmly into the palms. Turn the tops of the arms towards each other. Bend your knees, raise your heels and hips up high. And then exhale, heels and heart. Melt down towards the earth. Chin in towards the chest. On your next inhale, you're going to roll your body forward into your plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees down right away. Exhale to actually drop knees. Chest and chin, elbows close to the ribs. And then inhale, drop the entire front side of your body down towards the earth. Press into your palms. Feel your heart up for your cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Look up towards the sky. And then exhale, curl toes, hinge hips for your downward facing dog. All right, this is where it gets fun. Next, inhale, float the right toes up towards the sky behind you. You can do any of this stuff with your bottom knee on the earth if you need to. Exhale to round the spine, draw your right knee in tight towards your chest, and step your right foot in between your hands, however you can get it there. Dropping your left heel off to the right back corner of the mat. We're setting up for our warrior one posture here. So inhale, once you get there, bending into the right knee, float your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, sink down more deeply into that right knee. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, reach high through the fingertips. Raise your left heel up towards the sky. So you're in a high runner's lunge here. Sometimes it helps to step like you're on railroad tracks. Sometimes it helps to step that left foot out towards the left. Torso stacked over the hips. Exhale, we're going to come into that twist again. Remember, you can keep this back knee down. You do not have to have it up. Take a full breath in, reach through all 10 fingers. Breath out, this time the right hand comes towards the left and we stroke the left arm. Breath in, back to our twist. Just two more like that. Breath out, right fingertips, stroke the left arm. Breath in, back to our twist. Breath out, that's the last one. Right fingertips towards left arm. So you can keep the left arm still when you do that. Breath in to reach through all 10 fingers. Breath out, reverse or exalted warrior here. Take a full breath in, left fingertips over left ear. Breath out, cartwheel the arms down. All 10 fingers frame the front foot. So we're back in our low runner's lunge. Breath in, pull the heart through the shoulder blades. Breath out, 2, plant your palms and step. Your downward facing dog. So take just a moment here. That was a lot of leg work. So take just a moment here to pedal your feet, bend your knees. Let your torso sway from side to side. Shake your head, yes and no. And breathe deep. Just 2 more breaths here. All right, at the bottom of the next exhale, come back to center, back to stillness. Next inhale, pressing into the earth with your palms. Look up in between your hands. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. So we are in a forward fold, the back of our mat. Feet are either hip distance or big toes can touch. So that is yogi's choice. Drawing the crown of the head down towards the earth, chin in towards the chest. Head and arms are heavy. Soft bend in the knees. Next inhale, we're going to peel ourselves up nice and slow. Once again, coming into that zombie raise. We got quite a few of those in this sequence. And then exhale, we meet in our Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, putting all of your weight in your left foot, soft bend in the left knee. Gently draw the tailbone down and forward, shoulders are down the back. We're going to do a little balance. So just remember during balancing, it's really nice to draw in through your core. Sometimes it helps you to not wobble and fall, but the wobbles are where the strength is built. So pressing firmly into the 4 corners of the left foot, inhale, rise the right knee up. Exhale, place your left hand, see, I'm going to fall too. Place your left hand on your right knee and then inhale. I can't do this evening. Inhale, we twist to the right. There we go. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in through the nose, reaching through those right fingertips, drawing in through your core. And exhale to release. Step the right foot towards the middle of the mat and catty corner your left heel. So kind of like a warrior 1 position, but we're actually setting up for our pyramid pose. So squaring your torso towards the front short edge of the mat. Next inhale, bring your arms behind you and see if you can grab opposite elbows. If that doesn't work, clasp your fingers down below your sacrum, kind of like in a humble warrior stance. Exhale to stay. Inhale, pretend there's a string on the top of your head that is drawing up towards the sky. And then exhale from there, begin to hinge at the hips and let your torso come forward nice and slow. So this is where that block might come in. Once you get down most of the way, grab a hold of your block, put it on the inside of your right foot. And little secret here, if you need more hamstring space, walk your feet closer together. Also keeping both knees, especially the front knee bent. So we're going to come into a revolved pyramid position. So next inhale, we're going to peel the heart open to the right fingertips up towards the sky. And the higher up you are with that block, the easier it is to twist. Exhale to stay. Keep the shoulders soft as you breathe in. Reach the right fingertips high. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Let the right fingertips float down. Move the block off to the side. Next inhale, we're going to plant the fingertips forward towards the top of the mat. Let the left toes float up towards the sky. And then exhale, nose down towards the right knee. So this is kind of a funny variation of standing splits. Take another deep breath in here. Breath out, draw the left knee in towards center. Breath in, walk the left big toe forward. Breath out, right big toe meets it. And nose comes down towards the knees to fold. Take 3 deep, expansive breaths right here, doing whatever you want with your hands. Perhaps they hang, perhaps you find movement, perhaps you're still. And exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, navel to spine. Next, inhale, chin in towards the chest. Head and arms hang heavy. Press down through the 4 corners of the feet. Soft bend in the knees. Peel yourself up nice and slow. And exhale, we meet in our Tadasana, mountain pose. So we're going to do all of that stuff on the other side. Next, inhale, circle the arms out and up, fingertips reach up high. Exhale, this time palms touch and travel down to heart center as we hinge at the hips to fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, rising up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, 2, plant the palms and step the left toes back, dropping the left knee down to the earth. Inhale, fingertips float forward and up towards the sky. Let the torso stack over the hips. Let your shoulders be soft. Take a moment to gently tuck your tailbone forward. Exhale, let your hips sink down towards the earth, and that should help that right knee to stack directly over the right ankle. Take another deep breath in here. Breath out, we twist to the right. So we were just here a little bit ago, but we were standing all the way up in Warrior One. So inhale, reach through all 10 fingers. Exhale, let your right fingertips float towards your left. Draw your fingertips across the left arm. Inhale, we twist again. Exhale, fingertips glide forward and back. See if you can keep that left arm still. Inhale, fingertips come back. Exhale, they glide forward. Inhale, back into your twist. Exhale to stay. Inhale, we reverse or revolve. So it's actually reverse. Bring your left fingertips to your right fingertips to your left calf. Left fingertips over your left ear. Take a nice deep breath in, breathing into all of the lovely sensations. Breath out. We circle the arms down and around. Fingertips frame the front foot. Breath in. Low runner's lunge. So straighten your back leg. Maybe you get light in your fingers. Maybe you don't. Breath out. Plant your palms. And make your way to your downward facing dog. So if it gets to be too much for you, you know child's pose is always right there for you. So taking a moment to pedal it out, walk it out, shake your head yes and no. Envisioning your intention. So coming back to your intention wherever you have stagnant energy in your life. Envision it physically releasing from your body, mind, and spirit. Take a full breath in. And breath out to release. Next breath in, we float our body forward into our plank pose. So see if you can get your shoulders over your wrists as you do so. Breath out, knees, chest, and chin come down. See if you can keep your hips raised. Breath in, release it all down. Release all 10 toenails. Peel your heart up as you press into your palms. For your Bhujangasana Cobra. Breath out, curl toes, hinge hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in, we're going to float the left toes up towards the sky this time. Breath out, left knee to nose. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, draw it in tight, and step your left foot in between your hands. Dropping your right heel off towards the left back corner of the mat. Remember, the closer your feet are together, so forward and back, the more space you can create for your hamstrings. Bending into the left knee, breath in. We're going to rise the torso up. All 10 fingers go up towards the sky. Breath out, sink down deep into that left knee. So your warrior one position. Take a full breath in through the nose. Reach high through the fingertips. Let your right heel come up towards the sky behind you. So you're in your high lunge position. And so I'm so wobbly. And so standing on those railroad tracks, so walking that right foot out to the right, can help with that wobbliness. Take a full breath in, breath out. We twist. So left fingertips behind, right fingertips are in front. Beautiful. Take a full breath in. Let the left fingertips draw towards the right. Breath out. This is also called shooting the arrow, by the way. And you can keep that bottom knee down if you need to. Breath in, 2, shoot the arrow. Let the fingertips glide along the right arm and back. Breath out to stay. Breath in, last time for that little movement. And breath out. Take a full breath in. Reach through your fingertips. Breath out. Exalted warrior. Beautiful. Take a full breath in through the nose. Breath out, cartwheel the arms down and around. Breath in, hips sink down towards the earth. Perhaps you get light in your hands. Perhaps you don't. Breath out, plant the palms and make your way to your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, raise heels and hips up high, press firmly into the palms. And breath out, heels and heart melt down to the earth. Next breath in, press into the palms, look up in between the hands. Breath out, hands walk back towards feet. And once again, we're at the back of the mat in the Uttanasana forward fold position. Big toes can touch or feet can be hip distance. That is completely yogi's choice. Once you get there, let the entirety, on an exhale, let the entirety of your upper body sink down towards the earth. Chin in towards the chest, head and arms heavy, soft bend in the knees, spread out through your toes. Press firmly into the four corners of the feet. Next, inhale, we rise up nice and slow. Keep the head and arms heavy. And then exhale, we meet in our Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, let's see how well we balance on this side. So gently tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Soften your shoulders down your back. Keeping a soft bend in the right knee, pressing firmly into the four corners of the right foot. Next, inhale with your palms hanging down low. Begin to rise that left knee up towards the heart. So keeping your navel nice and tight in towards your spine. Sometimes that helps with balance. Exhale, let the right hand rest on the outside of the left knee. This is supposed to be my dominant side. Inhale to extend your left fingertips behind you. So finding a drishti or a gaze point. I dare not move my gaze. Exhale to stay. Take a full breath in. Really stretch through the left fingertips. Breath out as gently and gracefully as you can. Step that left foot forward and then catty corner your right heel towards the back left corner of the mat. So we're setting up once again for a pyramid pose on this side. So remembering the closer your feet are together, the more space you'll have in your hips and your hamstrings. So just be mindful of that. And everybody's body is different. So what you're doing is 100% correct, as long as you're not hurting yourself. Inhale to bring opposite hands to opposite elbows behind you. Perhaps your gaze comes up towards the sky. So notice just how standing this way is sort of kind of a balance challenge. Exhale, nice and slow. You're going to float your head forward. And once you get about halfway, half to 3/4 of the way down, release your arms and grab a hold of that block. So on any height, the higher it is, the more space that you will have. And everybody's bodies are different. So taller folks might be able to reach it easier with longer arms. Shorter folks like us might need it higher. People with tight hamstrings might need it higher, and that's okay. Next, inhale, we peel our heart open to the left fingertips up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale to stay. Inhale, left fingertips peel a little higher. See if you can square your hips here. Soft bend in the knees. And exhale, float the left fingertips down. Move the block over to the side. Walk your fingertips forward. Inhale, bend into your left knee. Raise your right toes up high. Exhale, nose towards the left knee to fold. Take a full breath in. Be mindful of the difference in sides. Breath out to stay. Take another deep breath in. Breath out, bend into both knees. You're going to drop the right knee down to the earth. The left knee is going to meet it. And then hips are going to meet your heels for your child's pose. Yay! Dropping your third eye center, your forehead down to the earth. Extend out through your fingertips here. Just taking a moment to get settled in your balasana, your child's pose. And breathing deep. On your next inhale, keeping your torso straight, as straight as you can, walk your hands, just your hands, over to the left. We're getting a nice deep right side body stretch here. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, walk your fingertips as forward as far as they'll go. Exhale, same other side. So see if you can keep your head and your torso centered and simply just walk your arms. So you're getting a nice side, upper side body stretch on the left side here. Take a full inhale here. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, we move back through center. Raise your face up off of the earth. If you keep your block under your hips, you're going to want to move that over to the side. And then you're going to want to make your way to a seated position. We're going to start in our seated position. We're going to start in our Dandasana, our staff pose. So bringing the flesh of the bum out from underneath of you. Grow long and tall in your spine. Your shoulders are soft. And your neck, your head is stacked over your neck. We're not finished twisting yet because we still have to release stagnation. So next, inhale, bring the right sole of the foot on the outside of the left knee. Now my knees really hate me lately, so I'm not doing it this way, but the other option is you can bend into that. You can bring that left foot underneath of the right butt cheek. I am not doing that because my left knee is so mad at me these days. I'm trying to be kind. Bringing your right fingertips behind you. Right knee is straight up towards the sky. Keep your torso, your shoulders square towards the front edge of the mat. Next inhale, you're going to rise the left fingertips up high. Exhale, twist. See if you can twist from the center of your core. Twist to the right, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Take a full inhale here, in through the nose, grow long and tall in the spine. Coming back to that string on the top of your head that is reaching up towards the sky. Shoulders are soft down your back. Exhale, see if you can bring that right ear towards that right shoulder. So I find in my body, I get the most benefit from this little stretch if my right palm is on the earth versus my right fingertips. So in other words, don't tent your fingertips. Keep your palm down and see what kind of sensation that brings in your body. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Last inhale through the nose. And exhale, we unwind and release and counter twist. So twist the opposite direction. So inhale, once again, twisting in this direction. We're going long and tall in the spine. Shoulders are down the back. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And exhale, we release and unwind. And we're going to come back to starting in our Dandasana staff pose. And we're going to do all of that stuff on the other side. So long and tall in the spine, flesh of the bum is out from underneath of you. Toes are flexed, shoulders are down the back. Next inhale, we bring the left sole of the foot on the outside of the right knee. And so perhaps this side, maybe, I think I can do it on this side, yes. Maybe you bring the right sole of the foot towards the left hip, but maybe I better not. I feel things trying to Charlie horse. So if you have the bottom leg straightened, keep those toes flexed. Take an inhale, reaching long. The string is on the top of the head up towards the heavens. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, float the right fingertips up high, always keeping the shoulders soft. And then exhale, we twist to the left. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. So if elbow on the outside of the knee does not work, you can always wrap your arm around the knee. There's always a modification. Take a full inhale here, growing long and tall in the spine. So we have that left palm on the earth behind us. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. So I like to do a little movement that's called chasing. The ear chases the shoulder. So shrug that shoulder down as you bring your left ear closer to it. Nice little neck stretch. And that's stretching your scalenes, your neck muscles. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we move through center. And then exhale, we meet in a counter twist. 3 breaths here. Inhale to expand. Shoulders are soft. Exhale, navel towards the spine. Inhale to expand. And with each exhale, imagine you're releasing that stagnant stuff. Take a full breath in, keeping your face, neck, and jaw soft. And breath out to release, unwind. We're coming back to our Dandasana, our staff pose. Take a moment to bounce your knees. So just let them bounce up and down here. just releasing any stuff that may have built up there. All right, so one last little bit of core work. Begin by bending the knees. We're going to come into Navasana boat pose. This is a nice little challenging workout for your core. Long and tall in the spine. You've got that imaginary string on the top of your head that is extending up to the heavens. Shoulders are soft, keeping your heart nice and bright. So you want to gently shrug your shoulders together here. Next, inhale, raise the right foot up. Exhale to stay. Inhale, we raise the left foot up. So I like to back up and balance on my butt cheeks, drawing your heart in through your shoulder blades. Exhale to place your hands on the backs of your knees. Look at you guys go. Inhale, flex into your toes. Shrug the shoulders down the back. Exhale, maybe you go crazy and release your hands. Take a full inhale here. Exhale to stay. Inhale, straighten the legs if you can. Exhale, we're going to lower down and lay down on purpose. From our Navasana boat pose, nice and slow. Beautiful work. You guys did a great job. All right, so we're in our recline position. We're actually going to bend our knees and bring the soles of the feet on the earth. Gently tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Let your shoulders soften down your back, relaxing your face, your neck, and your jaw. Next, inhale, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Exhale, press the right knee away from your body. Flex into your right toes. This is our thread the needle position. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, with the right knee pressed away, release the left foot from the earth and draw the left knee in towards your heart. So I am doing this with my palms down on the earth. Feel free to actually thread the needle. So you can bring your hands in between the holes there and clasp your fingers together around your left hamstring. I'm going to keep my hands down because I want this little extra challenge this evening. Take a full breath in, breath out. So we're moving with our breath. Draw that left knee closer to the heart and press the right knee away from you. So super awesome glute stretch on the right side. Take another deep breath in. Breath out, let the sole of the left foot touch down with the earth. Take a deep breath in, keeping that right ankle crossed. Breath out, let your hips float over to the right, and let your left knee, right foot fall to the left. So you're coming into a reclined spinal twist, which is in this funny variation here. If this does not work for you, you can always rest your right knee on top of your left one. Next breath in, you're going to goal post or stretch your arms out wide. So that just depends on how much space you have. Breath out, let your gaze fall over to the right. 3 deep breaths right here. Inhale, expand your belly, chest, and side body. Exhale, releasing stagnation. Another deep breath into the nose. And breath out. Full expansive inhale here. And breath out. Next breath in, we unwind and release. Come back to center. So soles of the feet are on the earth. And breath out, we bring the palms to rest by the hips. So when we come into our thread the needle on the other side, feel free to actually thread the needle. It is, I believe, in my body more challenging to keep the palms down on the earth if you want to get the fullest expression of the pose. So that is your choice, yogi's choice. You can keep your hands down or you can thread the needle. Next, inhale, we're crossing that left ankle over the right knee. Exhale to press the left knee away. Flex into the left toes. We're going to do our little alignment checks. So just checking that your tailbone is tucked up towards your belly button. Your shoulders are soft down your back. Your chin is in towards your chest. Inhale 2, gently raise the right foot off of the earth, right knee towards the right shoulder. Exhale, continue pressing that left knee away. Notice the difference in sides. It's normal to have one side different than the other. Take a full breath in, flex into all 10 toes. Breath out, perhaps you thread the needle. So perhaps you bring your hands to clasp around your right hamstring. Perhaps you keep the palms pressed into the earth. Draw the right knee towards the right shoulder and the left knee away from you. Super awesome left glute stretch here. Take a full breath in. And breath out. Release the right foot down to the earth. Next breath in, we're going to scoot our hips over to the left. Breath out. Right knee, left foot falls over to the right. So this is that funny variation of the reclined spinal twist. If you need to rest one knee on top of the other, please feel free to do so. Breath in, we goalpost or extend our arms into a T. Breath out, bring your gaze over towards the left. Fullest, deepest inhale. 3 breaths. Expand your belly, chest, and side bodies. Breath out to release that nasty stagnation. It is no longer necessary, no longer serving. Breath in to expand. Breath out to release. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we unwind, come back to center with our hips. And exhale to stay. Inhale, draw your knees and feet together. Knees in towards your face, face in towards your knees. Wrap your hands around your shins. Give yourself a big, long hug. And breath out, we release into everybody's favorite posture, our final Shavasana. So making Shavasana uniquely yours. So perhaps you cover up with a blanket. Perhaps you prop your head with a block. Perhaps you come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly position. So that's soles of the feet together and knees out to the side. Perhaps you place your hands somewhere on your body. So one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Or perhaps you just let it all go by lying flat. And letting all of this work we just did sink down into the earth. And as you do this, bring your full attention to your natural breath pattern. And every time your mind wanders, Gently awakening your physical body. Subtle movements such as wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Perhaps you take a nice long body stretch by rising your arms up over your head and pointing down through your toes. Perhaps you windshield wiper your knees or your feet. Taking any other movements while you're still reclined that feels good in your body. You're finding your way up to a comfortable seat. Welcome back. I hope it was a nice trip. And once back in your comfortable seat, close your eyes now. And finding a position for your hands that works. So perhaps you take a hand mudra. So I have Dhyana mudra. Mudra for wisdom and concentration. Perhaps you relax your shoulders down away from your ears, soften your face, neck, and jaw. And just take a moment to do an overall observation of how you feel now versus an hour ago. Notice any subtle differences, especially if they're positive ones. No judgments about anything you notice, just observation. There's a stagnant energy that is no longer with you. Notice that maybe you've released some of that. And bringing your palms to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Thank your body and your breath for this practice. Thank yourself for showing up. And as we move off of our mats and out into the world, may we be able to release what no longer serves more readily and more easily. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining.